Hello! Yesterday, Nintendo livestreamed their E3 Nintendo Direct, and for me, it was one of the best Directs in a long time. There was so much stuff I liked. Disclaimer, I'll be talking about only the stuff I care about, so let's just talk about it. Let's get right into it. First of all, they open with Smash, predictable at this point. The new fighter is Kazuya from the Tekken series. I did not hear a single person predict this, but I'm all for this. This is just great. I only played a little bit of Tekken 2 a while ago, so I don't know much about the series, but having another notable fighting series in Smash is awesome. So now we have Street Fighter, Fatal Fury, and Tekken. Sweet. Second, there was Mario Party Superstars, which looks great. This is a Mario Party featuring boards and minigames from Mario Party's past. I think this is a great idea, seeing as I hear every Mario Party fan talk about how much they love the N64 and GameCube games. I like Mario Party a lot. I didn't pick up Super Mario Party because I didn't see the point because I didn't have anyone to play it with until they added online. But I did play Mario Party DS a lot as a kid, and I did buy 5 last year and had a blast playing with it with one of my friends. You know who you are. But this is probably why they put out the online for the Super Mario Party game on Switch. Probably to test out if this game would work with it, and I'm sure it will, so I'm glad this is going to have it from the start. Next up, Metroid Dread. Just going to quickly throw this out there now, I've barely tapped into the Metroid series. I have loads of the games, like, you know, the Prime series, the Zero Mission, Fusion, and I'm getting Samus Returns so I can play this before this comes out. I know, I have loads of them, I'm going to get to them, I promise. This game looks fantastic though, a new 2D Metroid game for the first time in 19 years. That is great, and I'm so happy for everyone that loves Metroid, because I know you guys have been yearning for a new 2D Metroid game. I didn't understand everyone freaking out at the name at first, till I then researched it and found out that this was the cancelled game from a long time ago. Along with this game is going to be some amazing looking amiibo. I may get them, but I'm not really sure yet, but the amiibo look absolutely great. Either way, I'm definitely picking this up, because I really want to get into Metroid. This game comes out in October of this year, so thankfully it's not that much of a wait. Another new game coming is WarioWare Get It Together. This wasn't much of a shocker because Nintendo kind of leaked it already by putting out a survey a few weeks back asking if people would pay full price for a new WarioWare game. I don't have much to say about this, but the game looks good and it's nice to have a WarioWare on Switch. So there you go, nice. Project Zero, better known as Fatal Frame, Maiden of Blackwater. Oh my god, what a pleasant surprise. Okay, again, yeah, this is going to be a running trend. I've not played this yet, but I did not expect to see this game ported from the Wii U. And it's not just coming to Switch, it's coming to the PlayStation and Xbox consoles, plus PC too, which is awesome. I wanted to see this ported because it was only on the Wii U, and if you didn't live in Europe or Japan, you were stuck with it digitally. I'm pretty sure that this is going to be digital only again, which is really annoying. Just release a physical copy just for every platform, please, just so you can buy it easily. And this is the most expensive Wii U game in the UK. Yeah, and I do own that, because it's really cool. The next surprise was full-blown remakes of Advance Wars 1 and 2. I've been meaning to play these games for a long time because I've heard how great they are, but I never got around to getting them for my Game Boy Advance, and that's probably due to the fact that I collect in-box Game Boy games, and they're always expensive. I hate myself, I know, but it's what I like to do. Now, I might not have to get the Game Boy Advance games now if these remakes are good and they look great, so I'm going to just probably get these. I don't know if I'll pick them up instantly, but I'm definitely going to pick them up at some point. These are good. This is good stuff. And finally, the one more thing was, of course, Zelda. First, there was a preview of some of the content for Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity's expansion pass. The first wave is called Pulse of the Ancients. You'll get to play as a Guardian, and Link gets some new weapons. Along with this is some new enemies that look much stronger than their standard personas. At the end of the trailer, we saw Zelda riding the Master Cycle Zero, which I'm all for. She looks really cool on that. I don't know how this is going to play into it because it just played in a cutscene, but I hope you could like just mow down a load of enemies like you can do in Breath of the Wild, because I had a lot of fun doing that. It was quite funny. Second, they gave us another quick look at Skyward Sword HD. Still looks awesome. I mean, I pre-ordered everything for this game. I said I wouldn't, but I couldn't stop myself. It's Zelda. I'm a sucker for Zelda stuff. The game will be still coming out in July, so nothing's changed here. It was just another quick preview. Third, they showed a new Game & Watch system featuring the original Legend of Zelda, Zelda 2, Link's Awakening, and a Zelda-themed version of the Game & Watch game Vermin. I don't know why we're getting original Link's Awakening in like green and black. I wanted Link's Awakening DX if you're gonna do this, to be brutally honest. Like, you can put colour NES games on there, you can put a colour Game Boy game on there, please. Along with these games, it features a playtime clock. Cool, I guess. I didn't really have much of a reaction to this, to be honest. From the trailer, it doesn't look like it's for a limited time, which, oh, thank goodness for that. But don't quote me on that, please. That might just be something they didn't mention in the direct. Just before showing this off, they did say that they didn't have any other plans for Zelda campaigns or Nintendo Switch games. Like, okay, I'm really grateful that we're getting Skyward Sword HD, because that was the last HD game I did want. But it's Zelda's 35th. I mean, Mario got a big 35th anniversary thing, so why doesn't Zelda? And even in the direct back in February, they didn't say anything about, like, Skyward Sword being for the 35th. They didn't mention it at all. I mean, no collection is okay for me personally, because I have, you know, I have Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask 3D, and I have Twilight Princess and Wind Waker HD. But not many people had a Wii U. The whole point of why we're asking for these is so everyone else can play them. That's why we need them. Thankfully, to end it off on a high, they showed Breath of the Wild 2. Finally, a new trailer after 2 years of waiting. This game looks incredible. There are sky islands. The opening shot reminded me of Skyward Sword. Link has some new powers, like stopping time and throwing some kind of spike balls. He has like a firearm and everything. It looks really cool. And he also uses some kind of Rivali's Gale, which just looks like that Link implanted an Aperture Science handheld portal device into his body, because he just goes through the ground. So I don't know if he met up with GLaDOS and was like, hey, can I have a portal gun, please? But, I mean, Link doesn't speak, so I don't know if he'd be able to, you know, say that. I don't know. Along with this is some new enemies, and we saw Hyrule Castle being lifted from the ground, which we did see in the first trailer, but then we saw some, like, more effects here. I mean, I jokingly said that it looked like Sonic Unleashed at first, because it just kind of looked like that, so I was waiting for Eggman to come along into Hyrule and be like, I've waited a long time for this, you know, that quote from Sonic Unleashed. That would have been funny. Unfortunately, we didn't get a name for the game, which really sucked because I really wanted a name for the game. However, I did later see a tweet from somebody saying that the reason for this was because otherwise it would give way too much away about the game, which is interesting. So I don't know if the name's just really obvious then, I guess. We did get a release window of 2022. I don't know if they'll aim for March like Breath of the Wild, but I really hope they do, because March is my birthday, so I'd love to have that as a birthday present again, because that's what I did in 2017. 2017, that's a long time ago now, blimey. Well, that's all for the Direct. I still stand by my point of it being one of the better ones, because it had a lot of things that I would have wanted, and the new 2D Metroid was really good. And, of course, getting a Breath of the Wild 2 trailer, I was just so happy to see that game. I've waited so long to see that, like everyone else has. But that is all for this video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I really hope you enjoyed the Direct as much as I did. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye!